Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. Ever pondered over how organizations gather insights and opinions from the masses? Well, the secret lies in the art of surveys and opinion polls and observation methods. These are the tools that bring the thoughts of many to the forefront, creating a collective voice that is hard to ignore. Surveys and opinion polls have become an integral part of our modern world. They play a vital role in various fields, offering a peek into the thoughts and feelings of the public. In market research, they provide companies with valuable data on consumer behavior and preferences. In the realm of politics, they help gauge public sentiment on policies and leaders, shaping political strategies. And in social studies, they offer insights into societal trends and issues. So what's in it for you? Understanding these methods will not only satisfy your curiosity, but also equip you with knowledge that can be used in various professional scenarios. First, we see, carrying out a successful survey isn't as simple as just asking questions. It's like a journey involving a series of steps, each as essential as the last. Let's dive into this journey together. First, you must clearly define your objective. This is the compass that guides your survey. What do you want to learn, and why? It's crucial to pinpoint the information you're seeking and understand how it will be used. This step ensures you're not wandering aimlessly, but moving towards a precise destination. Next comes the design of the questionnaire. This is your vehicle for the journey. The questions should be clear, unbiased, and relevant to your objective. It's also essential to consider the order of your questions, as early questions can influence responses to later ones. It's like packing for a trip. You wouldn't want to carry unnecessary baggage, would you? Following this, we have the sampling of the population. Think of this as choosing the right road for your journey. Here you decide who will participate in the survey. It's important to select a representative sample of the population you're studying. This way, your findings can be generalized to the larger group. Now you're ready to conduct the survey. This is the actual journey. You've got your compass, your vehicle, and the right road. Now it's time to get moving. Whether it's online, over the phone, or in person, you'll gather your data by asking your carefully crafted questions to your chosen sample. Finally, we reach the analysis of the results. This is your destination. Here, you interpret the data you've collected, looking for patterns, trends, and insights. It's where your journey pays off, where you discover what your data is telling you. Each step is crucial and plays a significant role in the effectiveness of the survey and the reliability of its findings. So remember, a successful survey isn't just about asking questions. It's about the journey from defining your objective to analyzing your results. And next, public opinion polls are a snapshot of how people feel about an issue at a given moment. These words resonate powerfully in our world today, where public opinion can influence everything from politics to consumer trends. But how do we go about capturing this ephemeral entity known as public sentiment? The process of conducting a public opinion poll is both an art and a science. It begins with the formulation of questions. Now this might seem simple, but it's a task that requires careful thought and precision. The questions must be unbiased, clear, and concise to avoid leading the respondent in a particular direction. Misleading questions can skew the results and paint a distorted picture of public opinion. Next comes sampling. This is where we determine who will participate in our poll. It's crucial to ensure that our sample is representative of the population we're trying to understand. This means considering factors like age, gender, socioeconomic status, and geographical location. If our sample is skewed, our results will be too. For example, if we only polled people from urban areas, we wouldn't have an accurate representation of the opinions of those in rural locations. Once our questions are set and our sample is chosen, we conduct the poll and collect the data. But the work isn't over yet. Now comes the critical task of data analysis. This involves interpreting the responses and drawing conclusions about the wider population based on our sample. It's a delicate process, and one that must be done with rigor and integrity to avoid misinterpretation. Lastly, we disseminate our results, sharing them with the public, policymakers, businesses, whatever the intended audience may be. This step is just as important as the others because how we present our findings can shape the narrative around them. Public opinion polls, when done correctly, can provide valuable insights into societal attitudes and trends. They offer a window into the collective mindset, helping us understand what matters most to people at a given time. So the next time you come across a poll, remember the meticulous process behind it and appreciate the insights it offers. And next is sometimes the most insightful data comes from simply watching and observing. Now let's delve into the world of observation methods. These methods are a key part of research, allowing us to glean valuable insights from the world around us. Simply put, observation methods involve gathering data through direct observation, rather than relying on subjects' responses to a survey or poll. There are several types of observation methods, but for now, let's focus on two main types: participant and non-participant observation. In participant observation, researchers immerse themselves in the environment they're studying. They might live in a community, join a group, or work in a certain profession, all the while observing and recording their experiences. This method can provide deep, nuanced insights, but it does come with a few drawbacks. For one, researchers might become too involved, which could bias their observations. Plus, it's time-consuming and might not be feasible for larger-scale studies. On the other hand, non-participant observation involves researchers observing subjects without actively participating. This could be done in a public place, like a park or a shopping mall, or in a more controlled setting like a lab. This method allows for more objectivity and is often easier to manage. However, it might not capture the depth of experience that participant observation can. Each observation method has its own advantages and disadvantages, and the choice between them often depends on the research question at hand. If you need to understand a phenomenon deeply, participant observation might be the way to go. But if you're looking for more generalizable data, non-participant observation could be a better fit. In the end, observation methods provide a unique perspective, capturing data that might be missed in traditional surveys or polls. They allow us to see things as they are, rather than how people say they are. And in a world where understanding is power, that's a tool we can't afford to ignore. Surveys are a popular research tool for a reason. They offer numerous advantages that make them an effective means of gathering information. One of the most significant advantages is the ability to collect a large volume of data quickly. By reaching out to a broad audience, researchers can gather information on a wide range of topics in a short period of time. Another advantage is cost-effectiveness. Compared to other research methods, surveys can be relatively inexpensive to conduct. They can be distributed via email, social media, or online platforms, eliminating the need for physical materials and travel expenses. Surveys also allow for anonymity, which can lead to more honest and accurate responses. Participants are often more willing to share sensitive or personal information when they know their identities will be kept confidential. Now, let's discuss some of the requirements for conducting a successful survey. The first, and perhaps the most crucial, is the design of the questionnaire. A well-crafted questionnaire is clear, concise, and easy to understand. It includes a mix of closed and open-ended questions to capture both quantitative and qualitative data. Next, you need a representative sample. This means your survey participants should accurately reflect the population you're studying. It's important to ensure your sample is diverse and balanced, to avoid bias, and to ensure the findings are applicable to the wider population. Finally, the data collected should be analyzed correctly. This involves cleaning the data, identifying trends, and drawing conclusions based on the results. It's also important to consider the limitations of your survey and to interpret the results with these in mind. While surveys have their limitations, their benefits make them an indispensable tool in many fields. Whether you're studying consumer behavior, public opinion, or social trends, surveys provide a practical and efficient way to gather the information you need. So the next time you're considering a research method, don't forget about the power of surveys. From businesses to politics, surveys, polls, and observations are integral to our understanding of the world. We've journeyed through the meticulous steps involved in conducting surveys, from formulating the perfect questions to interpreting the data gathered. We've peeked into the art of guiding public opinion polls, understanding the subtle balance of neutrality and influence. We've also explored the power of observation methods, appreciating their ability to provide rich qualitative data that can add depth to our insights. Finally, we've delved into the advantages and requirements of the survey method, acknowledging its pivotal role in collecting large-scale, quantifiable data. In essence, these methods are not just about gathering data, but about understanding human behavior, influencing decisions, and shaping the future. They are tools that, when used responsibly, can help us make sense of the complex world we live in. Next time you come across a survey or a poll, you'll know the thought process and effort that goes into designing and conducting it. And if you feel this video is useful, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to Psychology and Physical Training channel. Thank you for watching. Or